So, not doing no fancy editing today. Nothing. I'm gonna upload this basically raw. I don't care. I don't care. No Minecraft footage. Not doing that. No Minecraft footage. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it is actually really nice to be able to play or to be able to have Minecraft footage and it just renders like 30 times faster because it doesn't have to render this blur and this blur. Sometimes this blur when I have my work uniform on. Don't gotta deal with any of that. So, yeah. As you can tell, I'm still in this car. Got it back today just before I left. And yeah, it's good. It was just apparently it was just the fuel valve, I think. Is that what it was? It was a valve. It was a valve. You know, like Gabe Newell. It's a valve. And so that was what was causing oil to, leak out of the engine. And now it's fine. And I got an oil change. We're good. We're good. So, with that, I'm going to get this show on the road. I'm going to move the seat up just a little bit more. I feel like it's a little better to have the seat up a little bit more. I'm going to get out of here and talk about my week. So, first thing, really, oh man, you picked the worst time to come in here. Oh. So, let's get on that highway, baby, before I really start saying anything, because that's gonna be AIDS. Can we at least not have some giant trucks? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my day now, and I don't really know. Like, I've thought about maybe I go to Barnes & Noble, but do I actually want to go to Barnes & Noble? Not really. Oh, guys in the shoulder. Okay. So we got a fair amount of cars here. It might sound crazy, but it's true. A lot of cars. So how am I getting... Jesus, man. How am I getting in this lane? There's 10 million cars. It's not even rush hour, dude. Like, I can't go on that. That's not happening. Unless I go in the shoulder and then I match speed and all that. But that's not happening, dude. There's no shot. I mean, there's nobody behind me. So I'm okay for now. But, like, dude, what is happening today? I swear today, the fucking, oh, man. Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. Why is the traffic this bad? Can somebody tell me why the traffic is this bad? What is going on? What happened? Dude, holy shit. Oh my lord, bro. I'm just gonna have to go? Dude, the traffic is really bad. The traffic is really bad. I've never seen it this bad before. Alright. We're just gonna have to go on the shoulder and figure it out. Oh wait, you know what? I see my opening here. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, right? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna... looking for my opening. Now I'm going in. Hey! Okay. Oh god, there's a truck pulled over here, bro, buddy. Oh man. Thank God I got in. Oh. Thank the Lord, dude. Hey, get me the fuck out of here, dude. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me out. Oh god. A little too fast. It's okay. Oh my lord, dude. What an event that was. What an event that was. Holy shit, man. You know what, though? I made it. I've never seen the highway that crazy before, which I know is probably like a sheltered take. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, you've never seen the highway when there's a million cars on it? I fucking go through that every single day, you fucking idiot. But like, I usually try to pick times where it's not that bad, because I'm not a highway connoisseur, man. I'm not a highway connoisseur. Do I want to go to Barnes & Noble? Because it's really my chance right here to figure out what I want to do. Man, fuck it. Fuck it. Also, nobody say anything, but I might have just been speeding the tiniest little bit. Oopsie. It's okay though, look at this turn. Look at the jingling keys, look at this turn. Look at that, you see that? That was a nice turn. That was a nice turn after I realized that I was speeding. Look, I will fucking die on that hill. Bro, there's something up with that road. That road's so fucking... Like, why? At least make it a 30. Why is it a 25? Can anybody tell me? Why is it a 25? Why? There's zero reason for it. There's zero reason. Fuck that, bro. Why is it a 25? I'm like so pissed about that still. So you know, I'm thinking at this point, yeah, you know what? We go to Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna get some food there, and probably get some water too, because I kind of forgot to bring a water with me. And now all I'm thinking is, where's my water? You know, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Pretty sure that is that a right only lane? No, it is a straight lane as well. Okay. Oh man. We'll go to Barnes & Noble, and also I have a $5 Best Buy coupon. Should I be using that? But then, what if I end up in a boss battle again, dude? That's what I'm thinking about. What if I end in a boss battle, dude? It's gonna be a guy who's gonna be like, dude, it's basically $23 if you get this Best Buy card, dude. Just take it. And I'm just gonna be like, no thanks. Oh, dude. Fuck, dude, I don't want to get another boss battle. But also, $5 is $5, you know? I'm not gay, but $5 is $5. Also, Best Buy's deserted anyway, so... Rip Best Buy, dude. Wait! Whoa! Oh, shit! Oh shit, Amazon Fresh is gone! What? What? What the fuck? It's gone? Just like that, dude? I never even got to go in that store. What? It's just gone. It's just gone. What? What the fuck? How is it just gone? How is it? Bro, I don't... Whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy, it's just gone. I can't believe it. But hey, you know what? It's not gone in Pokemon Go, it's still there. There's a Tapu Koko there right now. Anybody want to raid a Tapu Koko at dead Amazon Fresh? Dude, I can't believe that. Last time I was here, I mean, maybe it was closed the last time I was here, but I know. It's gone. The windows are all whited out. Holy. What? When did that happen? When the fuck did that happen? Dude, there's a Pokestop at there's a Pokestop at Barnes and Noble, and it's what it used to be. It's funny, dude. That's funny. Okay, so let me look at this. Where's Best Buy? Best Buy. Best Buy. Best. What the fuck? Why is there a Spanish thing in my... Dude, where's the Best Buy? Oh, it's probably on this account, right? In less than 5 minutes, tell us what we can improve about PlayStation 4. I think Sony has lost their minds. Here, a $5 certificate. Expires on May 3rd. Okay. Here's a $5 certificate to get you started making the most of your tax refund. You know where my tax refund went? To this tooth right here. This guy right here. That's where the whole tax refund went. Just to the tooth. Fuck. Okay. So I have a $5 coupon. Or $5 certificate, I should say. $5 certificate. So what am I gonna buy? What am I gonna buy? I'll buy another MacBook. $5 off? It's pretty good. No. Tire inflator portable, bro. Ain't no way. They know. Oh god, they know. They know. I can get a Linkin Park paper cuts compact disc. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got nothing. I can get a fridge. Also, the Tomodachi Life game actually came out. And it came out for Switch 1. I didn't even know that. I thought it was Switch 2. That's crazy. I can get a garbage can, apparently. Wow. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go walk around in Best Buy and buy something. I guess this is what's happening. And then I'm probably gonna end up buying a CD when I go into Barnes and Noble. That's what always happens. I always end up buying a lot of CDs. Yay, we still got wiper fluid. Yeah. Woo! Oh. It didn't really clean it the best. Is that still... Oh, man. Are my wipers dying? Fuck. I think it's mostly the right one that's dying, it looks like. The left one seems to be fine. The right one is just having some difficulties, it seems. Oh, I guess I'm gonna go into Best Buy and buy something. Wish me luck. And hopefully I don't end up in another 20-minute boss battle. Maybe I'll buy a bottle of water while I'm there. I'll buy some smart water. Because, you know, we're smart. I don't know, dude. This is gonna be a day. This is gonna be a day. Oh, man. I bought a lot of stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, this was kind of not the greatest decision for me. But I did it anyway. So first off, I went into Best Buy, right? I said I was gonna go into Best Buy. Because, $5 coupon, why am I not going into Best Buy and using a $5 coupon? And so then I had to figure out what am I spending it on. And part of what I spent it on was water. So I didn't have a water bottle. I forgot to get a water, so I was like, well, smart water, here we go. And it's kind of expensive. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, it was like $2 or something for this. I'll just drink some Poland Spring, man. Like, whatever. So, but then, like, that's not gonna, obviously, it's not $5, so it's not gonna work. So I'm trying to figure out what to spend, or what to buy to use the $5. And at first it was a power bank. I was like, it's like, I think normally $19.99. It was like $10.99. It was on sale or clearance or whatever. And I was like, man, maybe I buy this. But then I'm like, dude, why am I buying a power bank? I'm never gonna use it. So then I'm like, let me just go look at the games again. I'm like, am I really gonna spend like basically $64.99 for Pokemon Pokopia when I'm probably not even gonna play it? So then I'm like looking around the games, and I'm like, let me, there's a lot of PS5 still. Let me see what the PS4 has got going on still. Call back to the thing before, the email before I got from PlayStation. Tell us how we can improve the PlayStation 4. It was only, when did that come out? Like 2013? 2014? Tell us how we can improve it 12 years later. But what I ended up getting is something that is not really my cup of tea. But I don't know. I felt like it was something worth buying. That's Red Dead Redemption 2. There was still like a couple copies there, and there was also Red Dead Redemption 1, like that port that they did, that they didn't give it a physical release at first, and then they gave it a physical release afterwards, and that was on sale, but it was less than Red Dead Redemption, or it was more than Red Dead Redemption 2. I was like, I've never owned Red Dead Redemption 2, I think. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy Red Dead Redemption 2. Dude, I can't say those words. Dead Red Redemption 2. So then we go to Barnes and Noble, right? And this is where the big money was spent. This was just a little taste, right? So I'm looking in the CDs, and the CDs today, we were eating good, because I wasn't even really looking. I checked, I saw they had all the same Avenged Sevenfold CDs that I have now, right? And I was just looking at other stuff. I was like, damn, there's some cool stuff in here, right? But then I was looking at their little racks that they have, that I've mentioned before. And I'm looking, and I was like, let me see what they got, like, CDs under $10. And I'm looking, I was already looking. First thing I see, right, is this ACDC CD. And I was like, oh, man. Oh. ACDC, huh? I've never really listened to ACDC. And to be honest, this is going to sound really stupid, right? But one of the only things that actually really made me want to buy it and, like, kind of get into ACDC is, there was, I want to say it was when I watched, the live performance of Trash and Scatter by Avenged Sevenfold. And one of their guitarists, Zachy Vengeance, he was wearing an ACDC shirt. Maybe think like, maybe they were kind of inspired by ACDC. And I was like, maybe I'll give it a listen, I'll try it. So I got this. I got a little bit of extra insight on this album specifically as well. Because when I was checking out the guy, he's checking out my CDs, right? And he looked at this and he's like, this is their best album, dude. You're gonna love this. This is their best album. And he was telling me the first song on here, Hell's Bells, that's my favorite AC/DC song. It's the best song they've ever made, dude. This is the best album they've ever made. You're gonna love it. And I was just like, damn, okay, that's kind of sick. And it was only $10. So then we go into the other stuff I got. There's kind of some caveats with the other stuff, but before that, I got this System of a Down, and I wasn't entirely. I was like, I don't know, but I've heard. Sometimes I scroll in the Avenged Sevenfold like comments of like live performances or whatever, and I've been seeing people that have been saying like my teenage years, and it's like typical like edgy bands like Linkin Park, Avenged Sevenfold, and then also System of a Down was in there. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of in my edgy phase, right? I've kind of entered the edgy phase, I think. I'm listening to Avenged Sevenfold. I'm listening to ACDC now. I don't know if ACDC is really that edgy. But I was like, you know what, man? You know what? Let's do it. It's $7.99. Let's do it. And I'm guessing this is their self-titled album. I don't know. I kind of like Avenged Sevenfold's self-titled. I mean, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but just a couple of those songs, Almost Easy, Afterlife, Little Piece of Heaven. Those are all pretty banger songs. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's some of their more creative work. So I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. So that's something for another day. So I've got those two, right? Then I got two other CDs, but there's some caveats with these guys, right? Because number one, I got Guns N' Roses, which I should know. Parental advisory on this one. I didn't have that on the greatest hits. So I don't know. There's probably a song in here that wasn't on the greatest hits. That yeah. But I got this because my parents have been like, oh man, you're listening to Guns N' Roses? And I'm trying to think about Father's Day present. And I was thinking, you know what? My dad really liked the Guns N' Roses, so let me buy him a CD of Guns N' Roses. And I mean, this is a good album, right? Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine, like those just, all those are just already like really good songs. And then I'm sure there's probably some other stuff on here that's pretty good. But this seems, in my opinion, to be probably like the Guns N' Roses album. So I was like, you know what? Why not, right? Normally $16.99, $7.99 at Barnes & Noble, baby. And then the other thing I got, $17.99, was I got this for my mom, ABBA Greatest Hits, because she loves ABBA. Dude, there's 19 songs on here. But I mean, they have some pretty good songs. So, I remember when we had SingStar ABBA when I was a kid. And there's a bunch of those songs on here. And I mean, yeah, they're just, I don't know, it's pretty good songs. I don't know. So it's like, I'm gonna give this as part of her birthday present that's coming up very soon. Give this as a little birthday present, right? And then, this, for my dad. That's what I'm thinking. So then we come down to the grand finale, right? And this is where I kind of blew most of my money. It was $4,000 to get this book. No, not actually. Dude, I don't even have $4,000. I couldn't buy a $4,000 book if I wanted to. But this book was kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a little more expensive than I really wanted. And I was thinking, dude, am I really gonna buy another book? I have so many books at home. I've read like 2 of them. And there's like so many books. And I haven't read any of them. What am I doing? Why am I buying more books? So here I am, buying another book. And that book is this. The greatest golf stories ever told. I don't know. I've been fascinated with golf, and I mentioned this in that other video I made like a really long time, like months ago, about just like me like having this fascination in golf for some reason. And I even bought a book. It's like the rules of golf in plain English or something like that when I was at a used bookstore. I never read that book at all, but I bought it and I was always curious about it. And there's just something about golf that just drives me to it. And like, I don't know, this is a funny thing, right? Because I made that whole video about like it came full circle. That's I couldn't remember it for a second. It came full circle. Well, I talked about how like I had these things I liked as a kid, and then I kind of like moved away from them, and then I came back, and it's like come full circle now, where it's like I'm listening to Avenged Sevenfold. It turned out Avenged Sevenfold was in Guitar Hero 2, and I didn't even realize for years. And like just that whole thing. And I'm kind of doing that with golf now. Like when I was a kid, I never got into golf. I would only play mini golf. But I always had like this fascination with golf. And now here I am. Gonna get into golf, I guess. I don't know. That seems to be the plan. I'm gonna get into golf. I don't know, or at least watching golf or learning about golf tournaments, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, I was looking at the back and it's like F. Scott Fitzgerald. I was like, what? F. Scott Fitzgerald? This is a guy that made The Great Gatsby? Huh? Okay. But I don't know. I think this is gonna be interesting. I'm probably not gonna know anything. Like, it's probably gonna be like, oh man, he had his tee, and he was one away from par, and some shit. I'm not gonna like know anything that's going on probably because I don't really know anything about golf. But I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. I'm excited to learn, and yeah, that was kind of my spending spree. I dropped like $80 on that, and I also bought a pizza pretzel that I ate before I started recording this. So here I am, having dropped all that money, and I'm just like, oh, it's a lot of money. But you know what? Honestly, like, I can't even say it was that bad. I got some decent value out of it, no? And I mean I think that ACDC alone, I'm kind of excited, especially after what that guy told me, dude. I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna open it right now because I'm so excited. But yeah, we got a book. It's just kind of a lot of stuff. I didn't know if it was gonna be like lyrics or whatever. But okay, sure. And then oh, and then it folds open all the way. That's funny. Then the CD is here. So I don't know. Am I gonna listen to that today? I don't think so. But I will eventually. Probably. Because I kind of want to finish listening to some of the stuff in Nightmare. And I still never finished Avenged Sevenfold's self-titled album. So yeah, that's the thing I gotta do eventually too. And then I also have System of a Down now. Dude, that, you know what was nice about that that ACDC album, that ACDC album I just opened, dude. It was so much easier to open, because dude, I hate these CDs. They're such a pain in the ass to open. Like when they have They have like the little double folds and everything up here, dude. It sucks. I don't like it. Oh wait, hold on. The plastic's kind of coming off anyway, so I think I can just kind of yoink it off. Because I think it's how I broke, like, some of those CDs. Like, when I got, what was the one that I got? I broke Frank Sinatra. Yeah, I broke Frank Sinatra. But yeah. I didn't break this one yet, so that's good. Yeah, this one is like much more like standard CD sort of thing. And it has all the lyrics and everything to every song. Fuck you, it all goes away. That was all I needed to read. Down with the system. Whoa. 200 RPM? A stereophonic experience. What? What does that mean? I don't know. So with that, I guess I'm done. I didn't really expect to be... I don't know what's wrong with this CD, but it's got a little something, like it doesn't really fully close here. Unlucky, I guess, but whatever. Damn it, dude, everybody is messaging in the Discord about raid hour, and I'm getting pissed. Hold on. I'm gonna mute it, dude. Going back to that other one I made recently, I'm muting it, bro. I'm muting it. I can't. So, I don't know, man. Was it worth it to spend all that stuff? Probably not. But I did it anyway. And, feel okay about it. I don't know. I think it was worth the money, and hey, I got some presents too, so it's not like I spent it all on myself, right? So with that, I think I'm going to probably end this here. Start making my way home during rush hour, which is always the best time to go home, obviously. Especially when it's not like you had to work or anything. You just end up in the rush hour traffic and you're like, fuck me. That really sucks. But thank God I'm not on the highway. Because, dude, I mean, the highway's better now, but, like, dude, it was congested before. I don't know what happened. It was pretty bad. And, hey, you know what? Here's to being happy that I'm not Amazon Fresh, because that's gone. That's just gone. I don't know. I'm telling you, man. Supermarkets, not in the best state at the moment, it seems. From my own personal insight. We're just gonna leave it at that. Alright. Well, yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. I'm probably not playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for a long time, but I own it now. So yeah, I guess that's it.